believe the prison system itself is a positive rehabilitative process. I think we,
Yeah,
huh?
you got it.
I think we all either know someone close to us that's experienced being in a prison system or whatever. Um, do you think it was had a positive effect on them as far as moving forward in the civilian world when they
Mm.
I would say no, and I don't really know that many people
mm-hmm.
that's close to me, like especially in my immediate family. I don't know many people that went to jail like that, but I say no because you can't jump back in civilization like that fast if
Mm-hmm.
you got a record. I mean,
No, you can't.
even if it's a fluke,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? You really can't jump back into to society and function and like have a decent way to make a living,
Mm-hmm.
and survive, and not just be surviving, like just surviving is stressful. Like no nobody want to jump in and just survive working at McDonald's and stuff. If you got a record, you can't get a job at nowhere decent. You're gonna have to put your mind to work and be like, okay, what can I do to survive? Like that's why most of them turn truck drivers.
That's true. That's very true. Um,
Uh,
I think, man, it's like, go ahead, EJ.
it's. hmm, I'm definitely leaning towards a no. Uh, but it's to me, it's kind of like what you had said earlier about the character of the individual.
Mm-hmm.
You got some who wants to never ever want to return to a place like that ever again. So they're gonna do what it takes not to get sent back.
Mm-hmm.
And some, unfortunately, they continue doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different outcome and get landed right back there over and over. I mean, it falls down to the character, but I would say no because you behind you, and when you hit the free world, it's totally different. So it's going to present a lot more challenges for you once you get out here in the free world. So I don't think it really helps out too much, honestly.
Mm. And even then, some people, like when we talk about it being institutionalized, and like you talking about, you're not back in the free world, and even then, like some people, like when they get in the free world, it's like
Yeah,
I
it,
feel
it
better
just
being in jail. I feel
it just presents different obstacles. Like especially if you've been in there for a long time.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're not gonna be used to how things work out here in the free world. Like they're gonna be totally, you know, after a while, being in there, you get, I don't want to say comfortable, but you get content with how the things work when you institutionalize. You know what I mean? So when you out here in the free world, I mean, they confused.
So I think this is a difficult question for me, right? Because like it depends like on the scenario and the person. So if I'm thinking of like a 16, 17-year-old kid raised by a single mother and he was out here stealing cars, I don't think the prison system is the answer for him becoming a better person in society. I think he needs structure. So I think
Correct.
like boys and girls club, the military. I think he needs structure. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Right.
think necessarily the problem is, but he's gonna. But those are the people that get sent away for 10, 15 years as a kid,
Yeah.
basically. And you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
expect them to come back out at 30 years old and be a productive man now. Because when you get out, people not remembering you like, oh, you was Avery, that 18-year-old kid that stole that car. They not factoring that in or whatever. Like you went in there and you spent
No.
from
Nope.
18 to 28. You know what I mean? Like, and then they expect you to
That's why I
come
say
out and be a productive
different
citizen.
challenges. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel like that's. I mean, but that's the way it's set up. I mean, that's the answer for everything. Pretty much is the prison system. I don't feel like it should be the answer for everything. Just like what you just said.
We don't have to play the game either, though. I think that's the most
Yeah.
important thing. Like, why we playing that game? Like, they gonna spank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I mean, the
Yeah.
things that you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
like the things
Yeah.
that
That's
you do,
true.
you're gonna get
You're
spanked.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your partner or your homeboy, you just seen them. I'm just saying, you just seen them go down, and now look, it's just not a good.
Yep.
I mean, how do we keep playing that game as the years go on?
Correct.
Prisons should be less full and less full and less full. Man, if they was giving away time like that, like what I'm saying, if you got in trouble, if they was giving away time for weed or for drugs like that, and you seen your people go down, why is you not learning from that?
It's facts.
You got to.
What in our head that
You got-
says, man, I don't care about the law. I'm still gonna
I'm
hold
gonna
on
do it
to this
anyway.
weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still gonna sip this lean. I'm still gonna drive drunk. You know what's crazy is that you can get away and have a productive life with a DWI
Mhm.
rather than selling drugs. That's the crazy part. I be seeing like stand up. They look like it to me. Stand up people walking around with ankle monitors, and I know they
Yeah.
not gangsters. Like I
Yeah.
can look at you and be like, okay, yeah, you hit somebody, you was drunk. That's why you got that ankle monitor on
Yeah.
in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you don't have any criminal activity in your body,
Mhm.
but they still get to jump out in life and still function. Like that's not on no paper. If you hit somebody when you go fill out an application, they gonna mark you for it.
Yeah.
Like it is if you have some other type of crime.
That's true. That's facts.
But hey, I just say don't play the game, man. Stay away from all that stuff.
With
That's
you.
the best.
I don't even roll them dice. I stay.
Yeah.
Only game I play is Monopoly. That's the only game I don't get.
It's crazy.
So you can go to jail or goddamn Monopoly too. Don't forget.
Right.
Exactly.
I keep a get out of jail free card though. That's different.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta
Back
keep
to the
one of them on
stitches.
you.
Back to the stitches. Back to the
Gotta
stitches
keep
again.
one of
You
them
got
on
jail
you.
free card.
Gotta keep one, if not two.
Shit.
Anybody else want to touch on that subject?
Man, I just Avery, I remember I think I remember telling you before we left, you know what I'm saying? Baby boy that used to stay on our street, I ain't trying to say no names. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? He done a little
Yeah, I
time,
know you're
whatever,
talking
whatever.
Snitching.
No. Not no stitching shit. Not no stitching shit. But now, you know what I'm saying? Like he was full of life. You know what I'm saying? We used to hoop. We grew up together, XYZ.
Mhm.
And then I told Avery, bro, he had got out, and I seen him. We was kicking in the car. You know what I'm saying? We just laughing and talking for a minute. He's like, hold on. Wait. Hold on, bro. You don't see that? You don't see that? I said, nah, bro. And it was just like it's the mental the mental distress of what I can't jump in his body and see what he's seen when he went to jail, but just like that wasn't the same person I remember growing up with when I saw him the next time, bro. That shit broke my heart, bro. And he's not really that type of person, bro. But him doing that time, bro, it was a shell of a shell of a shell of himself, bro. And that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just sometimes, don't get me wrong, man.
You gotta
I
think.
wish it's something else,
Yeah, when you go into a place like that, you gotta think you gotta become something you
paranoia.
in your whole life. You know what I mean? When you
Yeah.
go into that place, like, and you
I
gotta do
think,
things that you ain't never thought you would have to do.
yeah, it depends on your character, who you are, though. Because
Just
you
to
can go in
survive.
there, and you can do college classes. They have like college classes. They have you get your GED and stuff.
That's
You
true.
go in there, you want to still be a gangster and stuff. You're gonna come out here and you're not gonna know shit. The world gonna change. It's gonna pass by you, but
Yeah.
you can go in there. You can learn. You can read books. You can take classes. They do have that in there. It just depends on the character of the person that goes in there. So
I feel like you're gonna have to be in that type of situation. You have to be all the above.
yeah,
You still gonna have to protect yourself in there. I mean,
you do.
unfortunately, that's just what it is in that type
Yeah.
of environment. But not saying that, like we said, that come down to the character of the person. You still, if you want to do better for yourself, I mean, you just gonna have to overcome those obstacles that and
It's
not
just
get you
like
back in there.
it's an interesting dynamic though, man, because I think it's hard enough to survive out here just as
It
a
is.
man trying to make it in America, let alone you go and put yourself inside that prison system. Like,
It's a different world.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn that.
But
Different world.
on the opposite end, I
Mhm.
do it like you say. Okay, so it all boils down to character. So how does it? I just wonder what's interesting is because if I went in, if I was, typically speaking, if I went in, I would try to come out like a Malcolm X or what's the South
Correct.
African guy who went to prison? I know it's a different type of prison, but you still went to jail. Like
That's facts.
it,
Yeah.
you still you gotta have that monster inside of you and tame it to like sit down, read these books, not do what everybody else doing to
Yeah.
rehabilitate yourself.
Look at that guy. That's that dude the show with Gilly the Kid guy, the Wallow guy.
Oh yeah, well,
Wallow.
yeah.
Wallow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
His story is amazing. Like people, like I have to give him credit, like or whatever. Like people be making fun of him because he be getting up every morning, running in the rain, and doing motivational videos. But like what
Hmm.
the shift he made, and just being out 4 years or 5 years, or however long it is, and spent like from whatever 19 to 30 years old in prison, and he done ran circles around most of us,
Huh.
like in 4 years or whatever.
Huh.
Like that's why I'm stuck in between, like saying is the prison system effective or not. But then you go back to the whole character or whatever. And like if you ever get a chance to listen to his story, he'll tell you whatever. He was never like a bad person. He just chose to do stupid stuff. He chose to hang
It
in
happens.
crowds, but he was never a dumb
Right.
person. He just chose to do
Right. It happens.
And you think about somebody like that, what he did in 4 years, and I know he probably think like what he could have did with if he had those other 30 that he lost or 20 that he lost.
See, I don't think he would have tapped into that power though if he would have
Yeah.
would have been out. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Sometimes you can only tap into that certain stuff because let's just keep it a stack. When you go in there, you going in there doing stuff that you never thought you were doing, but the type of mentality that you have when you come out is what's important. Like that still callous mind frame. If you could just put that to greater use in a direction, in the right direction, you be. They should. They should come out and run circles around everybody. You had so much time to study, so much time to read,
Mm-hmm.
no distractions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Could nobody tap it? Because you basically doing what the Buddhists do. You getting, I mean, besides being alone in the forest, you really you got time to think, listen to your own thoughts.
That's true.
If a person wants to.
Yeah, if that character, going back to the
If that character. Yeah.
Who was he
If
before
that
he went
character
in?
wants to.
Yeah, who
Right.
was he? He had that
Right.
inside of him already.
Yeah.
It just needed somebody need to tap into us, tap into him. Now I'm sure there's many more stories out there, but we just don't know about them.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's facts. That's facts.
Maybe that was just the path that God put him on, and look who he is today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you can't question it, man. Can't question it. All right, so we're gonna go into our last topic. I'm interested to hear what y'all gotta say, especially since I got a lot of them Texas boys on here, and I know how y'all feel about guns and all this interesting stuff. So, with the recent,
Damn straight.
with the recent,
You boys down there, you boys.
hey, because we don't be messing with that type of stuff here in Japan or whatever. We don't even have crime like that.
Boy, you need to protect yourself down there, boy.
With the recent acts of violence, right, over the past few years in the United States specifically, what is your stance on the current gun laws?
I don't even really know how to approach this one. I mean,
let me give you a statistic, DJ, and then you tell me how you want to approach it. Since 1970, over 5,000 children have either been injured or died from gun violence.
It's like we've been talking. Character. I mean, at the end of the day, it takes somebody to pick that gun up. The gun not just gonna kill nobody by itself. Now, it probably wasn't intentional, but I mean, the person who picked the gun up.
Yeah.
I feel like this can go either way. And it sucks that the like our children have to suffer behind it because of the foolish actions of somebody else who's not responsible when it comes to the guns and stuff like that.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask all y'all this. When you think about carrying guns, right? Like, what is the idea behind it? Like, why are we equipping ourselves with guns?
To protect yourself.
From other people.
It's protection. It's from protection. But I mean, like you said in Japan, right? Y'all don't have that.
And our crime, you can look it up. Like it's like 1%. Like I've only seen one siren police car come through here, and it's for American military people when they come in.
So you see that y'all gotta whatever, however it's structured over there in Japan, it's totally different when we over here in the West, as far as the United States.
And that's because the laws are too easy to get guns. It's too easy for you to just be able to get a gun. You should have to do it.
And that's true. They are.
There should be a deeper background check.
They are. They too.
Anybody can go buy a gun right now.
I will. Yeah, I will admit
that.
Fellas
can go buy guns
They too easy.
So and another issue I want to talk about, right? Like, why does an 18-year-old need an assault rifle? So y'all told me the guns are to protect yourselves, right? Why do you need an assault rifle to protect yourself?
I mean, at the end of the day, that was just a choice. But that comes down to it's too easy to get guns nowadays. Well, I mean, it's been like that. So, like, far as the laws and all that type of stuff, I'm not in law, so I don't know how they gonna tighten up on it or whatever, or just completely take them away. I know I've been hearing a little bit of talk about they want to just completely take them away.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't think so either.
The NRA,
I don't think so either.
Right? Like, that's not gonna happen.
Way too powerful. Way too powerful. Way too powerful.
Hey man, I'm not trying to get your live shut down, but it comes down to I'm not trying to be asshole, but it goes down to motherfuckers that goddamn is tired of life and they feel like their life ain't shit. And you feel like, oh, I want to take people with me. Nah, bitch.
Right.
You motherfucker, you tired of life, my nigga. Don't come to these motherfucking elementary primary schools, goddamn ECT,
so it's kind of
messing with innocent children, my nigga,
me,
bro. I got nieces, I got nephews, my nigga, bro. I'm sorry.
So to me, that's like the crab in the
bro.
bucket mentality. To me, in my opinion, that's like the crab in the bucket mentality. Like, you want to take somebody else down with you because you ain't worth it now. Getting the best. You not getting the best out of life. So that's a personal problem though.
So I'll say this: I'm pro. Like, people say they pro-choice, I'm pro-gun, and this is funny because I was taught guns since the age of 13, which I really ever talk about. Like, my dad took me out to the woods, taught me how to use a gun, rifle, shotgun, pistol, you name it. And so I was comfortable with the gun, comfortable with the bow and arrow, and was familiar around a gun. So I never had a fascination of, oh, let me see what this gun looks like when I'm by myself, or is this the weapon of choice that I need to use to protect myself? Growing up, my favorite hero always was Batman, because not only was he able to disarm or disable a person, but he also gave them the opportunity to rehabilitate themselves. So that's why I took up martial arts instead of wielding a weapon, because I feel like if I had to beat somebody's ass, and you might want to bleep this out, if I had to beat a nigga ass, I could, and that will result in him dying. So it's like, I think the premise of, oh, let's take their guns away, I'm going to hold it down for the people in Texas. No, we need our guns because that's what we feel, it helps protect us and it helps keep our peace of mind. I know how to wield nunchucks in a weapon, but if some fool coming in there on some Miami Vice type stuff in my house, I'm not
Right.
gonna have to reach for that
But
sword.
I mean, you
I mean, like, and then you can look at it even on a bigger scale, right? Like I'm definitely pro guns. I'm pro guns, missiles, and all that stuff, or whatever. America, we able to enjoy the freedoms that we have here. Well, we sleep comfortably. We don't have to worry about nothing at night because of guns and other stuff we don't have to get into details about or whatever. We able to enjoy those kind of things and like
correct.
whatever. It's just the way of the world or whatever. Like somebody has to be a bully. Like
And that's
Bro, you
that
tell me that shit all the
unfortunately
time.
that's just how this world operates. I mean,
Yeah.
unfortunately, and like
yeah,
and like I said, it sucks. There's always gonna be a sacrifice. I really truly hate that it's our children have to suffer behind it. But the ways of the world, I mean,
Nah, Avery, I remember you saying that one time. He's like, bro, I know you might not agree with everything, you know what I'm saying, we do, but it's a listen, you'd rather be the bully than the bullied. So I was like,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
and
yeah. I mean, that's yeah.
speaking of which, Ricky was talking about guns and things like that. I remember going to new apartments as a junior and Ricky having a 22 waving that thing at like Yosemite Sound. So,
All
so
right,
this
I'm
nigga talking
blind.
about
Hey, I'm cutting that out right there.
Right.
But I
I'm
never
not snitching, allegedly,
Hey,
allegedly,
that's snitch.
allegedly,
Right.
That's snitching right there. That's
Hey,
snitching.
he snitching.
This that turned into a snitch.
He
That boy been snitching since he got on here.
He snitching.
allegedly,
He snitching.
Hey, he told you he was gonna tell. You didn't believe it? You didn't believe
allegedly, of course, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, when I come over there, you bro. I don't think you know what you're doing.
I'm Nah, I rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it,
Did
man.
I
Just
have it? There you
honestly.
go.
Yeah. Like for real, I'd rather be the person feared down the street, man. Don't go down there messing with him, man. He got guns in the house or whatever. Something wrong with him.
Right.
Be that person. That person sleep comfortably at night.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
I would say that.
I feel what you're saying. I feel y'all pistol packers. I feel you, and I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. But
What you got?
Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought about, oh, okay, well, let me get a gun, but for what?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not doing nobody no harm. Now I'm not saying I can't get robbed or nothing, but shit, if you want what I got, you can have it. That's just in my mind frame. Like you can have it. Well, hold on, let me finish first. Let me finish first. Then y'all can scold me. Y'all can scold me after I say what I want to say. I get it. In America, like y'all alluded to, somebody got to be the bully. America is a bully by far. So, and I think Avery live in a different lifestyle because over there in Japan, like you don't need to worry about your safety like that. But at the same time, they have way stricter rules
Correct.
on the whole on that over there.
Yes, they do.
Even though it is more non-violent.
Yeah.
And so it's like pick which one you want. You rather have the violence or you want the peace and have the show, the hands around your neck to where you can't breathe. So you have to pick between the two. But as far as like a personal choice, like let's just keep it real. The greatest weapon that we all have is our mind. That's why they send people out to talk people off of cliffs or who have the pistol who gonna shoot themselves or who holding people hostage. They not going in there with guns ablazing. And people I'm just saying. And if you ride it, you said why do you have a gun? I always thought to myself, why would I have a gun? I have the type of attitude that I just might pull it out and use it. Then I'm going to jail. I just told y'all, why are we playing those games? If I know if a person run up on me and they don't want to get hit with these hands and I just pull it out and shoot them, then I'm going to jail. I know they don't want to fight no more. They don't want to get punched in the face. Because it's shameful to get beat up and go back to the hood and be like, he mashed on you, bro. He made you look bad. Like made you look silly. That's humiliating.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah. But they don't take it like that.
They don't take it like that though.
They gonna get the pistol and trying to shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's thanks.
But let's be clear, based on what you were saying, be like if you had somebody try to rob them, like, oh, you can have it. Listen, and it's not just because there's some old people too, bro. These young people are sick, bro. I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't want. I just don't want your shit. I want to kill you too. I don't just don't want your shit. I want you gone too, like that, like that. Oh, you
Over
know,
and
all right, you
it be
got it.
over
Like
it be
no, I
over
want your
stupid
life
stuff
too.
though.
I want your life
Over
too, bro.
nothing. Over
Bro,
nothing.
it's not
Over
just to,
nothing. It's not even that serious
man,
to take a life for over for
man,
material stuff, man. It's not.
dog.
It's really not.
That time you giving your wallet would be like, okay, take it, and they just running off. That shit is over. Not only though with your wallet, your shoes, I want your life too.
But what
And
do
it's
you
sad to
put?
say. I'm telling you.
Like Avery
No,
said, what are
I
you
don't.
protecting?
Yeah,
Like the material stuff, if
yeah.
the material stuff is nothing, what is it to give away? We can get that back in a flash.
I agree.
It's not the material. It's not the material stuff, right? It's my family. Like that's the big thing or whatever. Like I
But
have.
when they rob you, they're not trying to take your family away. They
I don't.
just trying to take.
I don't know what they trying to do. I'm just telling you
You
how.
don't know what they trying to do.
I
You
don't know
don't
what
know
they
what their
trying to do.
intentions are.
I don't know.
They
Let's-
they might come in there for the
I hear
material
crazy
stuff.
stuff. They might be in there trying to come in there and take advantage of me, my wife, my kid.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You don't know what their intentions are. We can't
I
predict
understand
that.
what you're saying, Jonathan, but in that scenario, if that take place,
It's nah.
I'm not
I
talking
just
to
can't
them and
now.
be like, hey, what y'all trying? If you're trying to take my stuff here, just have it. If they not saying nothing, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just gonna. Just like,
Well,
that's what I'm gonna do.
Listen,
hey,
You done
shit,
scared?
just go.
You already done scared me and ran in here.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna be able to talk. I ain't gonna lie. I have to be truthful with myself. I ain't gonna be thinking about talking or whatever. I don't be thinking about
me either.
oh,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
babe, get under the bed. Get under the bed.
Listen
It's dark. It's dark.
Look.
I might not have a flashlight. Everybody to get on the ground
look.
right now.
Everybody get up. Look,
Right.
everybody get on the ground. Do not get up because it's about to sound like 4th of July in this bitch.
I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. I've been training for over 5 years. I got a particular set of skills, and I guarantee I'm gonna hear you before you hear me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I mean, you don't know what their intentions are, man. So it's like you got to do what you got to do at the end of the day.
But let's go back. But let's go back though. Let's go back. So
waking the neighbors up.
I'm talking about.
You got a bazooka on that?
I'm talking about carrying like a 9, a Glock. DJ, he talking about pulling out an assault rifle. Now let's say, DJ, you pull out that assault rifle and you shoot a 14-year-old kid that was trying to take your valuables. How you gonna feel?
Don't ask me.
I don't even. I would say I don't really need the assault rifle. Me personally. I mean, I'm not, trying out for the military or nothing like that. I don't really need a simple handgun or 2 or 3.
But your people buying them. Why y'all buying them? That's what I'm trying.
I mean, that's a choice, bro. That's a choice. For me personally, I don't really need all that. That's the choice. That's what strike their interest. I mean, I can't control what they want to buy. I mean, that's just what they like. Simple handgun, a revolver. It's always been good for me. Good enough. Now the assault rifle, that's a different ball game. I mean, unfortunately, we have events that that just transpired. I mean, sometimes people are not mentally stable.
When we stop this, I want to have a conversation about that because I can't discuss those people while I'm on live because you can't.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're not gonna go into depth about that, but yeah. We like our guns. I mean, you know what it is in Texas. I don't think that's gonna change.
I don't have a problem with it, but like I definitely think the gun laws have to get stricter. Like,
yeah, I would agree. I would agree. It's simple to get one. It don't not much effort.
Like, and then like I mean, like I don't think people should have 10 guns in the house or whatever. And I know my mom gonna listen to this podcast. Like, shut the hell up or whatever. I don't. Like, mama, I'm sorry. Like, you shouldn't have 10 guns. Like I just don't see the purpose or whatever. Because even if you go to have to defend yourself or whatever, like you can only grab. well, as far as what I've seen, you can only get one, maybe two at one time. Like,
You ain't never seen Blade?
he had a sword. Shit.
Exactly. Yeah, the sword.
So he had that vampire yielded bullet.
That shotgun.
Come on now. Come on. Blade at it.
But the reason why I brought up the mind is because, like, y'all may not be trying to talk to nobody when they trying to rob you, but it's what mindset do you have before you get the pistol? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's not the pistol. It's what's the mindset behind having a pistol.
Yeah.
Like, and then people die with the pistol still on them. Like, you wasn't even fast enough to even pull it out.
That's
So
true.
what? And that's
That-
what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't, like, what am I protecting if I get a gun? Like, what am I really trying to protect? Yeah, my life if somebody trying to harm me, I understand that. And every scenario is different. I'm just talking about if they trying to take your valuables, are you really finished? Like, you can have it if you, depending on the scenario, you can have it. It's not that important to me. The only thing that I want to walk away from this exchange is with my life.
Yeah.
And if I have to use it, and if I'm quick enough to use it, then I'll pull it out and use it.
And then if I got something that's that valuable and I didn't insure it, then I'm the stupid one.
Come on.
To be honest with you, like, I'm just saying, like, high-end stuff can be insured, like Rolexes and all that stuff or whatever like that or whatever. Like, if I ain't sure it, I shouldn't have it in the first place. Like,
True.
I get that, but I get that. I understand that, but at the same time, that's a personal decision. That person, whoever bought that, purchased that item, if you choose not to get insured, that's on you. So you know what comes with it. But at the same time, why is you coming after my stuff that I work hard for in the first place?
maybe he
this is
let me give you a scenario.
That's like that. That's like the, you know, like we were talking about the character of the person going to getting institutionalized.
I'm talking about that 15-year-old boy. He ain't ate in like 9 days. He at the house with his mama. His mama stripping the lights off. He just trying to get some money to cut the lights on. So he was just coming in there to see if you had a few dollars.
I get what you're saying.
With that scenario,
don't get me wrong. Hold on. But see, the thing about it is, let's say on my end, how do I know? I don't know all of that. I don't know his backstory. All I know is it's an intruder coming in my house. So instinct, mind frame is, okay, I'm going for the gun. I'm going for my protection.
Tabernacle.
I don't know this is a 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old kid coming through here. All I know is I hear somebody breaking in. It's not like he ain't breaking in with a LED sign saying, "Hey, I'm just a kid. I'm hungry. I want something to eat." It don't work that way, brother. It don't work that way. I'm sorry, it just don't work that way.
Listen.
Yeah, now if I shoot him, if I kill him, I'm gonna feel terrible.
I wouldn't.
I'm gonna feel absolutely terrible. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna feel absolutely terrible. But at the same time, I don't know his backstory, bro.
If the young man in 8, 9 days, he might even kids. I'm telling you right
We might be doing him a favor.
If that's the case, then young man, you need to have a different approach, because the way you doing it it's not good for your health.
The place where I'm about to send you
you ain't gonna need no food.
You ain't gonna need that, okay? Huh? I'm gonna send you where a man was able to feed hundreds with loaf
with a loaf of bread.
You ain't gotta worry about being hungry.
And he gonna take care of you in good hands.
What's that Bernie back when that homeless man came up to it? He said, "Bernie, man, I ain't eaten in 2 weeks." And said, "Oh man, I won't worry about the food." He said, "It still tastes the same." It still tastes the same.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I mean, we got to be held accountable for our own actions, man. That's not. I mean,
yeah,
I get it. That might not be my problem, but at the same time, there's always a different approach too. That may be the only approach that he feel like he got, is to run up in somebody's. I mean, once again, that's not wise.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to sit down and analyze. Even though I think this is the only way, You need to try to find a better way. Give yourself time to think about it. Just
Do you
because
really want?
this might be all you know, because your environment, this is all you see. That's the only answer.
Yeah.
In that scenario,
I'm just saying. I mean, you can't. I mean, it's hard to blame. So it's hard to blame the person who's you got a family at home that you the man of the house. You're supposed to protect.
already.
So I mean, unfortunately, if that's the only approach that you know, young man, listen, you ain't gonna last too long. Just saying, you don't have 9 lives.
I agree. You should if the child broke it, if anybody break in your house, I don't care how old they is, you can let them fly, and I'm not even gonna feel bad. They gonna be like, "Do you feel bad about killing?" No, I don't. I get the scenario.
That's just what it is.
Yeah,
That's just what it is.
don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how old this person is. What, I'm supposed to ask for ID? Shit. What's your name? What you come here to get? You want some leftovers? I got a 2-liter Sprite in there. I mean, ain't nobody thinking about that when somebody breaking in their house, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
You could be right. He could be. It could be a kid that's hungry. We don't know that. All we know is, okay, it's somebody 2, 3 o'clock in the morning breaking in my house, and they ain't uninvited.
That's facts.
DJ,
Uninvited.
I'm about to fulfill his appetite.
Exactly.
So,
Once you,
we just
go
have to reach under the bed and go ahead and get Bolo.
Hey, once you start on me like that's it, man. I was just like, I ain't in the right frame of mind, especially you done called me. I'm tired. You done started me.
Man, you done woke me by my sleep. I'm already not thinking correctly. Like, okay, instinct. It's instinct, bro.
Bro, I can't. Boy, Ricky. Boy, I know Ricky. Boy, that boy gonna get a stealth mode on your ass. You gonna hear some feet on the wood.
Right.
You be like, I just see a flash on it.
Ricky gonna be like, I possess a special set of skills.
Listen, you know you the Cobra Clutch.
It's the exit.
They said Cobra Clutch.
He's gonna go from Ricky to Ryu.
Right, real quick.
They say you were the 8-point headlock. I'm like, what the hell? I'm telling you right now, you broke into the wrong house, pal.
That's right. Cry for your mama.
The police gonna show up. They're gonna be like, "What happened to you?" I don't know. It feel like he hit me with a fireball. I don't know what he did to me.
Right. Yeah.
What's that when they hit the uppercut real hard? I'm telling you.
All right.
I'm telling you, going down.
All right, we can go ahead.
Oh man.